Hi, I'm Elaine Ballace, and what's up now?
Please welcome actor, director, producer, writer. She does it all. This is Elaine Ballace. How are you, Elaine?
I am great, and I'm happy to be here.
You've had such an amazing career. How did you get your start?
Well, I think I just was born into it, meaning that when I was born, I just knew I had to be in show business. And so from the time I was 3 or 4 years old, my mom used to tell me all the time when we'd go to family dinners that afterwards everybody had to perform. So I was producing variety shows at 3.
Do you find it challenging, because I know you've played so many roles that were incredible, do you find it challenging playing a character that's not like you?
Oh no, I think it's fun.
Yes?
It's such a challenge. I love it. But of course my forte, I believe, and my love is comedy, because I think making people laugh is the greatest thing in the world.
Yes, and you made us laugh in a lot of movies. And you've done several Mel Brooks movies, right?
I did 4, yes.
4 movies. Tell us those.
Well, I started off with Spaceballs, and I think I should have been in. I didn't know him, and he claims I was way too young, but I'd already seen the movie 6 times. Was Blazing Saddles. It was my all-time favorite movie, and then Young Frankenstein. But those parts were so specific. And then after that, he did a few more. And finally, when he got to Spaceballs, I said, that's it, Mel. Either you put me in the movie or I'm showing up on the set every day until you decide to put me in it. So he finally acquiesced.
Yeah, it must be nice to be. So, any funny or interesting stories for being on the set that you can remember?
Well, you know, the one that I really remember, Mel's just amazing, but as you know, I started off as a professional ice skater at age 8. And so when there was a big difference between amateur and pro, and you couldn't make any money at anything when I was skating. So the first movie I did with him, which was Spaceballs, he goes, okay, Elaine, now we're not going to talk about skating. Don't mention skating or anything. So I go, okay, fine. First thing, I get on the set, and they all knew that I, knew Mel and was a friend of his. And then we get on the set, the actual set. This was in makeup. I get on the actual set, and Mel starts telling everybody, oh, you should see her skate. She's such a great skater. She's wonderful. And I go, wait, I thought we weren't mentioning that. He goes, you can't mention it. This is my set. I can mention whatever I want.
Did you have any role models in figure skating that you look up to, or even now, any skaters that you just love to watch?
Well, okay, I mean, there are so many good skaters. Janet Lynn, of course, and Dorothy Hamill, and, the ones that everybody knows that were so good. But skating nowadays is so different. It's like a
Quads.
it's a jump fest, and the body type is different. And I really I think Dorothy Hamill was probably the last one who would do a beautiful spin, and she had beautiful jumps, and she had flow. All these positions now, we used to do some of those positions, but that was because you missed the spin.
Put the leg up in the air.
I could never really. I think maybe
like the
when I was
spirals
8.
and stuff when I was skating.
Yeah, the spirals and holding a beautiful layback,
Right.
to see the arch, not just the flexibility,
right.
but the actual arc of the spin and
Love it.
a camel spin just to see the beauty.
Now, you are so funny. Have you ever tried stand-up comedy?
I did do stand-up a couple times, and I like stand-up, but I like sketch better, improv, because I love working off of people and seeing their reactions and stuff like that. Stand-up is, in a way, a lot like skating, because it's just you and the ice for skating, and in stand-up it's you and the audience, But I thought I should do it just to know what it was like.
I could see you would be so successful with your own variety show, like a Carol Burnett show.
Do you know that's what I always wanted to do? And I even have it still written in my computer.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm looking through things, because I forget where I put it, and then I find the variety show, because I still want to do it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I break it up a little bit with my Camp Elaine webisodes, and now it's the misadventures because she's always at the wrong place at the right time.
Hello, darling. And what can I do for you?
I want to be a star! Hi, I would like to see a salesperson about joining the gym. Is there someone available?
Golden Shoe!
Hi.
So tell us about this book and how
Okay.
we can get it.
Okay, they can go to my website, which is Elaine, Elaine, Ballace, B as in boy, LLACE.com. So that's really simple. They can go there and order it, and it'll be personally autographed.
Everybody needs a cheerleader, is that right?
Well, yes, and basically what it is, how it started, at first it was just going to be a gag gift, okay? But then we got into the pandemic, and then the civil unrest. And then I thought, the way they are reporting the news and what's happening in history, this is wrong. So what I did, without giving the entire book away, was wrote the book for people to write their truth and their story.
Oh.
And if it's in their handwriting, nobody can change it.
Any
So-
projects you're working on, or are they coming
As-
up that you can tell us about?
Yes.
Inside scoop, Elaine?
Inside scoop. Well, I'm doing a movie called A Wonderful Life, and it's with the director Jeff London, whom I've really wanted to work with for like 8 years, and he does wonderful romantic comedies. In that it could be any two people that are in a relationship, any two, it doesn't matter, and I think the next one is going to be with a dog.
Oh my goodness, anything with a dog.
But there is a dog in it, and I think one of the producers has 2 dogs. I have a dog, and Jeff has a dog. So they're all going to be vying for the parts.
Oh,
you know?
good. Well, I have 2 dogs. Does that mean I can get in the movie? Come on,
And
Elaine.
He is such a wonderful director for rom-coms. And that was like my favorite. I always wanted to be Doris Day or somebody,
Right. Yeah.
who didn't, and.
But you were on Welcome Back, Carter. You were Juan Epstein's girlfriend,
I
weren't you?
was. I was.
Can't get any better than Juan Epstein's girlfriend, right?
Well, other than,
maybe
and I did do one show where it was with John Travolta, so
yeah?
that was really fun. And it was before he became so big that, but the nicest guy in the world.
Now, you have a lot of fans. Have you ever dated one?
No.
That's a no for that one. Now we know in this business you don't always get every part you want. So how do you deal with rejection? Like if you want something, you just don't get it. You just goodbye to you and move on.
I think
hard.
I think it's different at different ages and different stages of your life.
That's true.
Now it's like, you're lost.
Right. It is their loss.
It's,
Yep.
You're lost.
I'm so glad you came down to visit.
And Mika
you brought
had to
Mika.
be-
You brought me a book. I love her for the
Right.
book. We're going to see her career. What's the best way? Just Elaine Ballace. Check it out on social media. We don't all care about the social media, but we want to see what you're doing, right?
Right. Well, if they go to the website, they can see like other things,
Okay.
and we'll put this on if we can.
Yeah.
When it's out there, we'll put it on my website so everyone can see this interview over and over
Just keep playing
again.
that. Well, when it's Elaine, one time ain't enough when you see an Elaine.
You have to do it more than once because you'll never understand everything I said.
She's my one and only Elaine Ballace.